Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm Madison Nosek, and thank you so much for joining me here on KXAN Live. Right now, as I do most mornings, I want to show you guys a live look at downtown Austin. As you can see, it's a little bit cloudy this morning, but don't worry because the sun is going to break out later this morning, later today, probably a little early afternoon. Today is supposed to be a great day for warm weather lovers here in Central Texas, but tomorrow, if you're like me and a cold weather enthusiast, you are going to be very excited. Temperatures are returning to the 80s one more time this week before our weather snaps and we head into a cold front. But we have a ton to cover this morning for top stories as the November 2023 election results are in. We're going to be hitting on some local Central Texas issues as well as statewide votes. And starting off here in Travis County, both Propositions A and B passed. People were asked to vote yes or no on an over $500 million bond package for roads, sidewalks, and parks that would provide funding to support the county's continued growth. Proposition A will fund 10 projects aimed to build, maintain, and improve roadways. It will also go towards adding bike lanes, sidewalks, and shared use paths. Proposition B provides $276 million for more parkland and to make improvements to existing parks. The bonds will need to be paid off over the next 20 years, meaning that homeowners will see a modest bump in their annual property tax bill. A look at a couple items from Williamson County's ballot. Prop A passed and is a bond giving $825 million to road improvements and construction around that county. Meanwhile, Prop B also passed, giving parks in the county $59 million for upkeep and for new parks. Results are also in for Rock ISD's Proposition A. This will be giving teachers and librarians in the district a 3% raise. It passed with 73% of voters in favor of the proposition. Now heading over to Lake Travis ISD, results for the district's Proposition A there are also in. Nearly 60% of voters were in favor, which was enough to pass the bond. This $143 million bond will fully fund a stadium for the new high school, which is set to open in 2027. It will also pay for upgraded athletic facilities at several schools in the district, including renovations at Cavalier Stadium. Keep in mind this is a property tax increase, but it won't increase the school district tax rate. And this money won't be used just for football. It'll add a baseball field and tennis complex at this new school we were talking about, which is currently in the planning stages. All efforts to avoid overcrowding and sharing the same spaces for sports, band, and performing arts practices, and this is as the enrollment continues to grow. And with this bond passing, the district plans to get to work almost immediately on renovations. The seat vacated by Uvalde Mayor John McLaughlin has been filled. Former Uvalde Mayor Cody Smith is now the new mayor of Uvalde. Smith ran against educator Veronica Martinez and Kimberly Matarubio, whose daughter Lexi was killed in the Robb Elementary shooting. Former Mayor McLaughlin vacated his seat to run for an open state house position. Another mayor's race we were looking at, this one in Houston, and the field was massive. There are 17 candidates on that ballot, but it's heading to a runoff in December. The two frontrunners are U.S. Representative Sheila Jackson Lee, a Democrat, and Texas State Senator John Whitmire. Hours after the third session ended, Governor Abbott called on state lawmakers again, this time for a fourth special session to tackle unresolved legislation. On the agenda, education savings accounts, school funding and safety, border security, and including new powers for Texas law enforcement regarding anyone who may illegally have immigrated here. The Austin murder trial for Caitlin Armstrong does pick back up today. The judge dismissed the jury until this morning because of a previous personal matter. Prosecutors say Armstrong shot and killed pro cyclist Mo Wilson in Austin of last year. And just a reminder, you can get a better look at any of these stories on our website over at kxan.com. We have all of the November 2023 election results on there, as well as continued coverage of the Caitlin Armstrong trial. But again, I'm Madison Nosek. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, and we will see you next time. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.